In this video, we're going to look at the makeup of certain words in the Irish language. This is going to help you get a better understanding of the language in general. Let's start with this phrase here, Gabh maith leithscéal. This just means excuse me or sorry in Irish, Gabh maith leithscéal. But the interesting word here is leithscéal, which we're going to look at. But first of all, Gabh means accept, mo is my, and then leithscéal is excuse. So that's what it means word for word. But let's look at leithscéal now in a little bit more detail. So le is the first half of that word there, and that just means unusual or peculiar. But this is also connected to the Irish word la, which can mean a half. So it could be unusual or it could be half. There's a couple of different meanings there. Let's look at the second half of that word now, scéal. And scéal means story or an account of something. So together then, leithscéal means an unusual or peculiar story or a half story. Just like in English, it would be an excuse. So Gabh maith leithscéal means accept my excuse or accept my half story or half-baked story. Gabh maith leithscéal a dhuine uaisle, an bhfuil an tom agat. Excuse me, sir, do you have the time? Gabh maith leithscéal a dhuine uaisle, an bhfuil an tom agat. The next word is ardachóir. Ardachóir is the Irish word for an elevator. So this comes from two words joining up together. Ard, which means high or raised, and then achóir is connected to the Irish verb ahrú, which is to change. So together, ardachóir means a high or a raised change, because an elevator brings you down from a height or rises you up to a height. Either way, it's changing the height that you're at. Siúlann sé I dro na nardachóirí. He walks in the direction of the elevators. Siúlann sé I dro na nardachóirí. The next word is fórthalla. Fórthalla. This is the Irish word for a foyer. So again, two words here make up this word. And fór means outward or expansive or big or open or extreme. It can have a number of different meanings there, the Irish word fór. That's the first half of that word. The second half of that word is halla, and that basically means hall, because a foyer is an open or a big hall. That's what a foyer is in a hotel or in a county council building or wherever. And you'll often see the word for in Irish. For example, more is big, but forvor is most or a majority or extremely big. I bhórthalla an óstáin, clishim fearr a caint leis an bhfáilteoir. In the foyer of the hotel, I hear a man talking with the receptionist. I bhórthalla an óstáin, clishim fearr a caint leis an bhfáilteoir. Our next word is a word that we just had there at the end of the previous sentence, and that is fáilteoir. Fáilteoir is the Irish word for a receptionist. And again, two words here come together to create one word. The first half of that word, fáilte, means welcome. Fáilte. And then the second half of that word is your, E-O-I-R there. Whenever you see that, it's just putting a profession on the preceding word. So it's like a professional welcomer, which is basically what a receptionist is. Fáilteoir. And again, you'll often see this in Irish, where you'll see E-O-I-R at the end when we're talking about someone's job or profession. For example, a farm is ferm. And then if we put your at the end of it, ferm and your come together to make a farmer. Fermjór. I bhórthalla an óstáin, clishim fearr a caint leis an bhfáilteoir. In the foyer of the hotel, I hear a man talking with the receptionist. Our next word is cúl éisteacht. This means listening in or eavesdropping. Cúl éisteacht. So the two words here come together. As you can see, cúl, which is back, as in being in a position more further back or a reserved position. And then éisteacht is listening. So it literally means listening in from a backward position, like back listening. Cúl éisteacht. Ní ceart a bheith ag cúl éisteacht. It's not right to be eavesdropping. ní ceart a bheith ag cúl éisteacht. Our next word is tíorgrach, and this means landscape. Tíorgrach. So two words again come together here to make this useful word. Tír, which is land or country, and grach then, which means an expression, a face, or an exterior of some type. So it literally means the expression of the land or the expression of the countryside. And in many ways it reminds me of the Irish word tír gra, which means patriotism. So tír means country, gra means love. Love of country is patriotism. So it's a similar word, a similar make-up style there as well. Tá an tíorgrach go háling. The landscape is beautiful. Tá an tíorgrach go háling. Thank you to anybody out there who has been supporting me by Patreon. I really appreciate it. If you would like to be a supporter, links will be in the description and the first pinned comment. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll be back very soon. Thanks for watching. Slán go fóill.